Did you know that we are experiencing the best run on interest rates in the past 3 to 4 weeks? Also, did you know that we have more inventory in the market than we had in the past 18 months? Yes, lots of changes in the real estate market, folks. Thank you for tuning in to get those updates. This week, we saw interest rates show their best favorability in the past 3 to 4 weeks. Why? Well, let's just take a look at a few things. In the past 2 years, we've had quite a bit of refinances and purchases when interest rates are low. Of course, the Fed is out to stamp out inflation, and in the process, the lower end buyers, of course, have unfortunately fallen away from the market. Well, lenders know this. The amount of volume has slowed down quite considerably, and they are looking to do business. And what have they done? Let me tell you, in the past 2 weeks, I have seen 20 to 25 basis points reduction throughout each week. It's actually something that we did not foresee, of course, because folks are being very aggressive towards rates. But again, lenders are looking to be aggressive. This is a great time for buyers right now. If you've been on the sideline, if you're concerned about where things are going, you're concerned about rates, today is your day. Right now, we're seeing on average 5.5% interest rate for conventional. Oh my gosh. Just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, when the Fed raised interest rates 75 basis points, we were well over 6%, in some instances 6.25%. And now we are finding a nice, comfortable landing. Will it last forever? No, of course, because the Fed is looking at trying to stamp out inflation. In fact, take a look at this chart I'm going to put up here to talk about inflation, and you'll see what the Fed is doing at this moment. As you're going to see from this article, core inflation rate rose 6.0% this past month, and that's coming down from 6.2%. What does that mean? Well, it means that the interest rate hikes are having an effect. It's actually bringing prices down, driving things down. Of course, getting things where we need to be so we can have a very healthy economy. Are we there yet? No, we've got quite a bit of ways to go. In fact, for this month, they expected a little bit more of a reduction. And because that wasn't the case, there is an expectation again for July that we could see interest rates hikes again. In fact, I'll put an article up there so you can take a look at it, and you'll see that we are possibly looking at another 50 to 75 basis points increase for this month. Fed managers want to be aggressive. They want to get inflation under control. And so right now, this is your window. This is that window where rates are low, because if they raise another 50 basis points, 75 basis points, folks, we're going to be looking at that 6% kind of on average. Right now, as I mentioned earlier, lenders are trying to compete for your business, and that's why rates are down for all across the board, conventional, FHA, VA. In fact, if you have any questions about rates, looking to get a great rate, or want to understand where things are at today, my contact information is right there. Give me a call, shoot me a message. I love it when folks reach out, love to connect with you, give you some insights to help you on your way. And folks, I just want to let you know, we are not alone in this. All of Europe actually is experiencing the same issue. A lot of folks are, unfortunately, we are in a political season and we like to point and cast aspersions, but take a look at this article right here. You'll see in Europe, 8.6% for 19 countries using the euro. What does that mean? We are a global economy. It's happening all across the board. And the truth, of course, is the invasion in Ukraine is causing a lot of the increases in pricing across the board, from food to fuel, things that we actually really need, our basic of needs. And so we're all feeling that. So we're all in this together, folks. We just have to continue the pace. Again, we're looking at the US is looking at being aggressive this month. Europe is also looking at being aggressive. In fact, they're usually ahead of us. If you take a look to see what's happening in Europe, you'll get an idea of what's happening or what's to come here in our country. Bottom line, all of the world wants to get has a desire to get inflation under control, and we are heading in that same direction. And conversely, across the board in the real estate market, we are seeing more inventory. It's getting more and more healthy. In fact, take a look at this chart, folks, and follow along with me. Of course, this chart is presented or I should say, it was put together by Ryan Lundquist, appraiser extraordinaire. His website's there. Feel free to go there. Great information. As you'll see here, right at the beginning of COVID 2020. Let's look at 2019 first. Healthy market 18, 17. These are generally healthy markets. 2020 showed up naturally. We dealt with COVID, took a huge chunk out of the market. And then 2021, oh my gosh, we were all fighting for the same thing. But take a look at 2022, where we're at. And we're just halfway through the year. We just finished 6 months. Of course, we're heading into the next 6 months, and we're heading back into the right direction. And again, we're seeing prices come down on homes. Sellers right now, you have to understand the market that you heard of or that you read about or that you were watching your neighbor take advantage of, that market is gone. You've got to have the strategy in mind so that you can be successful. Price your house accordingly, price it correctly. That way you'll get the most offers for your home and it won't languish on the market. And with that, take a look at this chart here with respect to price reductions. And sellers, again, you don't want to get caught here. When you have to make price reductions, you're going to be making other concessions. When you take a look at this chart, the overwhelming majority of folks, we are looking at 10 to 25K in price reductions. In fact, if you look at the last 4 bars there, from 1 to 50K, that's a huge swath. A large group between $25,000, $50,000 folks are reducing, sellers are reducing the price on their homes, which basically means we're still trying to figure things out. Sellers are still trying to figure things out. We're seeing that, of course, in our deals where sellers are still trying to hold on and running the risk, of course, of losing escrows and then having to come down even further. Don't be that seller. If you need some help or just another voice to go over and to give you some insights, my contact information is right there. Or if you're having trouble selling your house and you need someone that could lead you in the right direction, give me a call. I can connect you with great agents in your area that can help you get your home sold. There is no reason why you can't sell your house for the highest price in today's market if you market it correctly based upon where things are at today. My contact information is there. I'd love to connect with you folks. Give me a call. And of course, here in the US, it is Independence Day coming up in front of us. Happy Independence Day to each and every one of you. You know, freedom is never free. We have to work together to keep democracy reigning and going. So I encourage all of you, of course, to celebrate wisely, celebrate safely, and celebrate by being kind to one another. And for me, of course, it's a very special time. Anniversary day. Happy anniversary, honey, to you. 22 years. July 4th, of course, is our anniversary. If you see my wife, of course, a lot of you know her. I wish her a happy anniversary. She means so much to me and does so much for our family. I am so grateful and so thankful. Happy anniversary. And to all of you, enjoy this weekend. Enjoy the time off. Don't forget to pray for those in need. Continue to pray for Ukraine and our country and for one another. Thank you again for tuning in to The Market Update. I'm your host, Larry McCain with the American Financial Network. Look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Happy Independence Day. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.